How you doing, everyone? We are now home from Spain. We got home last night, and obviously it's back to reality, or back to work, or back to my work, which is this. And it's been a very busy day, as you can imagine. We've been unpacking and that sort of thing, and I've really just been trying to catch up on messages, on emails and things. So if you're one of the people that has messaged me on email, then please just bear with me. I will catch up on all those today. I've been busy getting things ready. Camera wise, I've got a big filming project this weekend, which I'm sure you're going to be interested in, and that's something that I'll tell you about that in tomorrow's video. But that is this weekend, so I've been getting all my gear ready for that. So I've got a very busy week, but I'll be telling you about that through this week's videos. The reason for this upload is that as of about 2 hours ago, the Angling Trust, Dean Barlow and Preston Innovations have named this year's World Feeder Championship team, which will be going over from England. Now, this is the Preston Innovations England Feeder team. Firstly, we've just obviously got to say a massive thank you once again to Preston Innovations for their kind sponsorship of the team, and you know, we'll be doing our very best to reward them for that investment in the team. It's hugely appreciated. And just a quick background on the actual venue. It has changed, as you would expect. For those that aren't on social media, you're not on Facebook, you won't be familiar with a lot of this, but basically the host nation was going to be the Ukraine, and as you can imagine, obviously they won't be hosting the World Championships this year. It has actually changed to a venue in Belgium, which is obviously much easier for us to get to. It's a completely different style of venue from where we would have been going in the Ukraine, and you know, Belgium is obviously much easier for us to get to from England. A nice little interesting stat for you. The last time I live in Sheffield, which is right in the middle of England, the last time I went to Whiteacres to fish a festival, I actually drove 333 miles. That was from my home. But the last time I went to Belgium, I actually ended up driving 320 miles. So actual driving miles, it's nearer for me to get to Belgium than it is to get to Whiteacres. So there's a nice little stat for you. But Dean has named the team that will fish this year, or the 6 anglers that will be going over there to fish. And Dean Barlow is once again manager. The new captain is now Mick Vials. Okay, now the other anglers that are going to be going will be Rob Wootton, Mick Vials, Adam Wakelin, Steve Ringer, Lee Kerry, and the new angler this year who gets his break is Will Freeman, who actually replaces Phil Ringer. Will probably won't be that familiar to a lot of you that are on social media, just purely because Will isn't that active on social media. You know, he just keeps his head down, he gets on with it and lets his results speak for themselves, and he's an absolutely fantastic angler. And for those of you that watched the film that I produced from last year's World Championship, you will already be familiar with Will and his very, very important role that he had, certainly keeping the bait in tip-top condition. I'm incredibly privileged and proud to say that I've been approached to be the assistant manager this year, to assist Dean wherever I can. As you can imagine, before we go over to an event like this, there's lots of things to put in place, like, you know, sorting the digs out, how we're sourcing all the bait and all that sort of thing. That's before we even get there. So my role is now to assist Dean in that, which I'm really, really looking forward to. We've also got Eddie Bridon, who's been part of the squad for many, many years. Eddie Bridon will be going over there as well, and another newbie to the squad as well, who will be helping and assisting on the bank, will be Graham West. You know, he's got loads and loads of experience, and both him and Eddie, one of their key roles will be making sure that the bait is in tip-top condition, which is, as you can imagine, it's an incredibly important job, you know. It's so important that you've got bait in the top condition, and those two lads know exactly what they're doing. Certainly when you're looking after things, baits like bloodworm and joker, it can be very, very difficult, especially when you're away, staying in hotels, for example, and you haven't got the amenities that you might have back home, and certainly if the conditions are going to be warm as well. So that's a very, very important role. So that has been announced today on social media, and it's something that I'm really going to be looking forward to getting involved in. And so, as you can imagine, the venue has changed, but the date has changed as well. So it was originally going to be right slap bang in the middle of the year, whereas now it's actually been put back to October. So that may mean that we're going to miss some of the events that we would have been taking part in. But obviously I can tell you more about that a little bit later on in the year. So some of the events I was looking forward to filming for you, then I might not be at those events now. But, you know, we can't really plan that far ahead at the moment. But as you can expect, the World Championships does take priority. So it's been a very long journey to get to this point. You know, obviously with the uncertainty regarding the Ukraine and all that sort of thing. But thankfully, everything is finalised now. We've got the dates of the World Championship. We know who's going. So we can obviously start planning now, which obviously is something that we've already started doing anyway. So for those of you that are on social media and have seen this press release already, thank you for the great messages which I've had. It's hugely appreciated. And what I've actually done is, if you're not on social media and you would like to see the official press release with all the details there, then I'll put a link directly underneath this video in the description box for you to take you to the website, or I have actually just pasted it into the description box below for you, so you can read it word for word how it's been released by the Angling Trust and by Preston Innovations themselves. So again, it's another very interesting thing that's going to be on the calendar. We will be doing some filming from that World Championships for you. However, if you want to get a feel for what it's all about, then last year's event, the World Championships, took place in France. And to give you an idea of what that's like, I actually filmed the whole of that trip and put it together as one film. So right at the end of this video, I'll put a link to that for you, so you can just sit back and enjoy last year's World Championship and get a feel for what it's all about. So finally, I just want to say a massive thank you to everybody who has been giving these videos thumbs up, because it tells me that you want to see this kind of content, and to everybody who's subscribed. We've just surpassed 3,000 subscribers in 1 week, the first week, which is absolutely fantastic. And that tells me exactly that you do want to see more content like this. So I'm out on the bank all week. So I'm going to be filming for you. I'm filming for the Match Fishing channel, which is my membership channel, and I'm also filming for the Catch Fishing channel as well, and as well for this channel as well. I'm also out with Matrix on Thursday. We are out doing some product shooting, so I will film some of that for you. And tomorrow I will upload right here on this Fishing Life channel for you. I will be bringing you news about what my filming project is for this weekend and what you can expect. So thank you for checking in today. If you've enjoyed this upload, give it a nice big thumbs up, and if you want to read the press release, it's right underneath this video for you. But if you don't want to watch a nice fishing film, put the kettle on. The link is at the end of this video for you, so you can watch last year's World Championships.